last series they played together, right?
Yes, yeah. Bowler, I remember bowler.
Crazy inning.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, welcome everyone to the first of 7 matches between the Comets Cricket Club and the Virginia Warriors. Here in this first match, the Virginia Warriors, they've won the toss and they're going to be batting first in some overcast conditions. There was a bit of rain. Hopefully it stays away for the duration of this match as the sun just starts to peek out. Alright, here's the first ball, just defended back. Spin to open the attack for the Comets. And that'll be the first run. There's a chance of a run out. And it's been given. So there's the first wicket. And it's fallen already, trying to get a quick single. And the Virginia Warriors, they lose one early, 0 for 1.
Thank you, some quick close. Yeah, video link also.
You have a power backup for your phone?
And there's the first runs, comes in the form of a maximum. That one once again he goes, and it's cleared it as well, so back-to-back sixes now from Sean. That one was in the air for some time, just chips it. It'll just be the single. Bringing Govind on strike. Govind and Sean, of course, two young players. Both very talented batsmen. And that'll be the end of the first over as well. A wicket as well as 13 runs coming off of it. Now it'll be pace coming in from the other end. And that'll be wide down the leg side. Just tears in his line. Here we go, coming in again. That's good, getting some swing there. Some bounce as well. This is a bouncy pitch. We've seen that historically. And that's another one down the leg side. A good take from the keeper, but it will be called a wide. Mohammed Khan just tearing in his line. Coming in again. That's time, that's bowled really well. Gets his Yorker. Sean and Govind though, a good opportunity for them. Played well. Getting up the ranks here in this area. Is that one a full toss? Gets a thickish edge on it, and it's running away. Won't reach the boundary though. But they'll come back for a couple of runs. So yeah, Sean and Govind. Both have played a lot of cricket in this area. That one called a wide. Just swung away a bit. And that's the third wide in this over from Mohammed Khan. That one punched off the back foot. It'll be a dot ball. That one was in the air, but it's found the gap. Not gonna go to the boundary though. But they'll come back for 2 again. So the ball isn't traveling too much in the outfield. And that one, it's straight down the ground from Sean. It'll just be the single. And it'll also end the second over. Virginia Warriors 21 for 1 with that 8-run over. And we'll have pace continuing from the other end as Abdullah Ghazi comes into the attack. And that's spot on target from the first ball is Ghazi. And that one, it's just been whipped. It's to the fielder. And they'll take the single. So that'll bring Govind back on strike. After quite some time, because Sean, of course, I think Govind now coming on strike after those first couple of balls he faced before that run out. Virginia Warriors, they've got a pretty good start here. Besides that 1 wicket, their run rate does seem to be looking good. That one just to the fielder. But their run rate does seem to be good. Going at just under 10 and over. That one short. There is a man out there. It'll go to the bounce. That's well fielded out in the deep. Once again, we can see that extra bounce both on the pitch and in the outfield.
Seeing from here, okay. Would be both.
And now that one just cut straight to the fielder. Oh, Ghazi's bowled a good over till now, just 2 runs off of it. Can he finish it off well? Oh, that's gone up in the air. There's a field underneath it, and the catch is taken. There's the second wicket. Sean has to go. It was looking pretty good till now. This time trying to clear the boundary again. but he perishes in the process. Ghazi with a wicket, and it's been a wonderful over for the Comets. Just 2 runs and a wicket coming off of it, as Virginia Warriors now finding themselves at 23 for 2 after 3 overs.
Turn the camera ahead.
The new batsman at the crease, Kanti Kiran. But he won't be on strike, it'll be Govind on strike. Mohammad Khan continuing from the other end. That one called a wide again. And that's a good ball there. His line right there. Last over there wore a couple down the leg side. Didn't start this over too well as far as the line is concerned, but I think that's where he will be aiming. Ooh, that one once again on the stumps. Having a look at the field for the Comets, they've got a player at sort of a deep fine leg position, more of a long leg really, and I think that could be because of the extra bounce that we're getting on this pitch. That one has found the gap and it's running away. Don't think it'll reach there, and it doesn't, but the batsman will come back for a comfortable 2. But there is that man for that extra bounce, that short ball especially. We saw Govind pulling one last over, fell short of that fielder there. That one straight on target once again from Mohammad Khan. On the stumps. Oh, it's gone up in the air. There's a field out in the deep. Oh, put down. Put down. That should have been taken. It was a fielded long leg, that one. Straight to deep backward point. Did have to run in a bit. Did get the ground. The hard part was done. But it's dropped in the end. Ooh, that one an excellent delivery. Once again, that Yorker Mohammad Khan, he's got it right a couple of times this over. And that'll be the end of the over as well. So after 4 overs, the Virginia Warriors 27 for 2. Comets, they've done well. They've gotten a couple of wickets early. Haven't let the Virginia Warriors score too many runs. The run rate, it has slowed down. Sean was playing a couple of good shots. He did get a few maximums, but after that, the run rate really does slow down. Abdullah Ghazi. Continuing. Ooh, a swing and a miss there. Called a wide by the umpire. Coming in again. This time much better from Ghazi. Having a look at the field, there's no more long leg. That field has been put at deep point, so now there's a deep point and a deep third man. And that's another great delivery and appeal at mid-off, but well away from the bat. So there is a deep point and a deep third man. And I think there's two reasons for that. One, the short ball, which if it's just hit on its way, it could go to one of those two fielders, or if it's cut, could go straight to that deep point fielder. Ooh, inside edge, almost onto the stumps there. And the other reason I feel, especially the deep third man, is because of that Yorker, which the Comets bowlers have been doing well with. And just flicking that Yorker that could go straight to deep third man. So those are the two fielders outside, of course, still in the power play. That one a bit quick. The bounce we can see once again. The runs really drying up for the Virginia Warriors. Ghazi, just the one run he's given in this over, which was the wide off the first ball. Excellent bowler is Abdullah Ghazi, experienced. And that one in the air, a couple of bounces to the man at deep point. And just the single off of it. So good over till now from Ghazi. Just the 2 runs coming from it. Now he needs to finish it off well. And he does do that chance. A quick single there from both these Virginia Warriors batsmen to end off the 5th over with the Warriors 30 for 2. So 6 and over the Virginia Warriors are going at. Runs have been coming pretty slowly. And here with the extra bounce, with the overcast conditions, the slow outfield, I think we could well be in for a low scoring game. Even a 130 could be pretty competitive here, 130, 140. Now Govind back from Pranto, the new bowler into the attack, a wide down the leg side. They're gonna run as the keeper just misses it. But yeah, Govind, who's at the non-striker's end, he can hit the ball a long, long way. High score Fez is 267 from just 108 deliveries. Appeal for LBW. I think that might have been going down leg. Could have also been an inside edge. I think I heard two noises. An excellent delivery there on that occasion. It's done well. Now the rain just starting to get a bit heavier. Still a drizzle though. That one appeal. They want the run. Chance at the non-striker's end. Doesn't hit though. A swing and a miss there outside off. The rain still a drizzle, hopefully just passing showers. That one down the leg side, keeper misses it as well, and that'll be 4. So 5 runs there, 5 wides. That was very much down the leg side, a full dive from the keeper, still couldn't stop it.
Checking.
Pronto now coming back in. That one much better, swinging back into the batsman. Into Kanti Kiran. Much better line on that occasion. We've seen quite a few wides down the leg side. That could also be the ball just slipping out of the hand, especially as the rain just getting heavier. That one in the air won't go the distance, will it? No, I think just a couple of bounces into the boundary. Yes, a boundary. Called 4 runs on that occasion. Kanti Kiran now picking up the rate. And just a bit of a break there. Don't know exactly what this is for. Could be rain. Could just be them getting the ball a bit drier. Getting a drier ball. I think just a bit of a discussion. Some changes in the field as well.
Put it in your pocket.
So now a left arm into the attack as Naveed comes in. That one in the air. Straight to the man, is it? No, that's a good diving catch though. Diving forward, and that's the third wicket down. Kanti Kiran has to go. Naveed striking with his first ball. Eshan Rashad with the catch. A wonderful catch that was. Coming in a couple of steps, diving forward. I judged that really well. So straight after the power play, a wicket falls. And 42 for 3. Virginia Warriors really not looking in a good position at the moment. Manish, the new batsman. And the first lefty as well for the Virginia Warriors in this innings. Virginia Warriors, they really need a partnership here. Can these two provide one? That one coming into the pads. Wanted the run. Directed, could have been really close there. I think he might just have been gone. So right-left combination. For the Virginia Warriors, the Comets, they did bowl quite a few wides in the power play, and I think with this right-left combination it might just be tougher for them to get their line. Naveed though doing well. A wicket and 2 dots. That one, it's straight down the ground to mid-off, a misfield, and it'll allow the single. Now the right-handed Govind on strike. Oh yeah. Now to the right-hander, Naveed. Down the ground, just back over the bowler's head. And they'll take the single. Back with lefty on strike. Field changes, of course, as well for the right-left combination. Again, the 2 fielders outside, still that deep third man and deep fine leg. That one up in the air, over the circle. And that's some good fielding to keep it down just to the single. Put in the slide out in the deep. And that'll also be the end of the 7th over. a good one for the Comets, 3 runs and the wicket coming off of it. So after 7 overs, Virginia Warriors 45 for 3. Pronto now continuing. His first over was a bit expensive. 11 runs that came from it. Will be the lefty on strike. And that one angling away from the batsman as he is coming over the wicket to the left-hander. That one straight down the ground and straight to mid-off. There's the wicket. The 4th one. Pronto striking now. And Manish has to go. So Virginia Warriors losing their 4th. And the Comets all over this batting side. This time just trying to up the scoring rate was Manish. Trying to clear that man at mid-off. He was inside the circle. Isn't able to do so. Arun, the new batsman, coming to the crease. So back to the 2 righties on strike. So 45 for 4. The Virginia Warriors in dire need of a partnership. Can Govind and Arun give them one? Govind has been here since the start, opened the batting, and already 7.5 overs in. 7 off 12 he scored, so we can see scoring runs here is a bit difficult. That one short ball, isn't able to get bat on it. Once again, I think that really could be the plan from the Comets with the deep third man, with the deep fine leg, those shorter deliveries, especially with the extra bounce that this pitch is providing. And the rains really stopped now. Pronto comes back in. That one. Just a dot ball. So Virginia Warriors 45 for 4 in 7.5 overs, and really from here I think did look, I feel, to try and at least get to that 3-digit mark. This one just flicked. Is it? It is to the fielder. Well fielded in the deep. Was there bat on it? No, a leg by called by the umpire. But yeah, really, Virginia Warriors, they did want to get to that triple figure mark because already 4 wickets down inside the first 8 overs. Not a ton of runs on the board. Going at less than 6 and over. That one just guided out to the fielder at deep third man, just a single. And it'll also end off the 8th over. Virginia Warriors 47 for 4. Just 2 runs and a wicket off that last over. And it's Naveed continuing. Bowled a really good first over. Just 3 runs and the wicket off of that one. Now, reassessing these conditions, this pitch here, I feel even if the Virginia Warriors can get 110, 115, even 120, I'd feel they'd still be in here with a good shot. That could well prove to be a par score on this track. That one appeal for LBW. Not out given by the umpire. A bit high, I feel that one was. Yeah, we could really get a low scoring game is what we're looking at. The bouncy pitch, wet outfield, the ball isn't travelling. And that one short down the leg side though. But once again, that short ball we can see being used by the Comets. Now Virginia Warriors, they of course won the toss, decided to bat first. And of course there is that dew fact also coming in the second innings. Rain as well, that could make it harder for the bowlers. We'll have to see about that. But I think another reason could also be is that with that dew, with that rain, yes, it will be harder for the bowlers to grip the deliveries than grip the ball. But what it'll also do is that it'll slow down the outfield, which means you won't really be able to score as many runs. And so the Virginia Warriors, yes, this first innings isn't great for batting, but I think they must be thinking the second innings would be worse. And this is a bigger field. We can see the boundaries have been pushed back. The straight hit, I believe, is about 74 yards. So 74-meter straight hit is the bigger boundaries. That one, once again, with the Yorker. Naveed doing really well. And with this being a bigger field, you really do have to take those singles and twos, and your running really has to be good. And I think with the slower outfield, that could be limited. So I think that's the Virginia Warriors look into this game. That even this being a bigger field, the actual running part of the runs is important. That one though, it's straight down the ground to mid on. Chance of a run out, direct hit. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. The umpire though, not out. Says the umpire was really close. Oh, very close one there. was almost curtains. And the 5th wicket, Virginia Warriors certainly wouldn't want that at this stage. But after 9 overs, the Warriors 50 for 4. Now it'll be spin coming back. The second over of spin we've seen in this innings. That one wide there was a bit of a noise, but called wide by the umpire. There's a Wahab coming into the attack. Bowled the first over for 13 runs. Now the field pushed back just a bit. You can see a deep mid-wicket now. As well as a long on and a long off. No more guys deep behind the keeper. That one in the air. And it'll go over the fielder and into the boundary for 4. Almost, is it? No. So it'll be just the 2. That's well fielded. Running in, running back. But yeah, for the spinner now, the field has changed. You've got more of the fielders in front of the wicket or at the boundary. Oh, that one was in the air. Good effort at mid-wicket, diving to his left. That one just played. It'll just be the single. So it's been a pretty good over from Wahab till now. 6 runs from it. That one a full toss. Ooh. Was an opportunity there. Run out though. No, not out, says the umpire. Below the waist, the leg umpire says. There was that question. Is it a no ball? But I think it's just about fine. Oh no, he's called it now. So a bit of a late call for a no ball, but it was above the waist, that run from Wahab, so it'll be a free hit. And that one straight to the fielder, so the batsman not being able to capitalize on it. A dot ball. This time just tries to guide it, and it'll be a dot to finish off. So at the halfway stage after 10 overs, Virginia Warriors are going at just below run ball at 58 for 4. Running in that one, just got it, quick single. Ooh, a clean pickup. Could have been close, but they'll get that single. Naveed, of course, back in for his third over. Just 6 runs. He conceded in his first 2 and he got a wicket. So he's been bowling really well. Has the left armour. That one in the air. There is a man out at deep covers. And it'll roll over to him. That one a big hit. Has it gone long enough? It may just have. We'll wait for the signal from the umpire. It'll be a boundary. So on the bounce. Yeah, it'll be on the bounce there into the boundary. Nonetheless, an excellent shot from Govind. He has the ability to hit his big shots. Ooh, that one short. It's hit him on the helmet. Just checking to make sure he's okay. That extra bounce once again. They're just checking the Comets fielders. Was a short ball, trying to bull it was Govind, but it's hit him on the grill. Seems to be okay. Good, and Govind just putting his gloves back on. Good to see that he is okay. Now he is a big hitter. His high score 267 from just 108 deliveries. That one just guided down. The third man will be the single. And that 267 from Govind. Remember, I was actually playing at that game. Not for his side though, the opposition. Govind, he played really well that day. Oh, that one's gone straight up in the air. There's a fielder coming around underneath it. Ooh, dropped. Put down. It was under lights that went a long, long way up in the air. And he did well to run in. And that'll end off the 11th over as well as the Virginia Warriors 66 for 4. These two have been rotating the strike well. Govind and Arun. A small partnership of sorts forming between them. the Virginia Warriors, they'd really want this to carry on. Spinner Wahab coming back in, an outside edge there, running away is a chase, and the fielder will stop it eventually. Excellent delivery there from Wahab on that occasion. He has been it for a few runs today, but he can really bowl those deliveries. That one an appeal for stumping. Not out, says the umpire. But yeah, he can really bowl those excellent deliveries, beating the batsman. That one given a bit of flight, it's straight back to him. That one a full toss, and Govind hits it to the man out in the deep on a couple of bounces. Once again, not able to put away that delivery. That one in the air, Fuller, and a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. And it'll end off the over as well. It was a good over till then, just 2 runs off the first 5 balls. Still a good over though, 6 runs in total coming from it. As after 12 overs, Virginia Warriors 72 for 4. It's been going well now, have the Warriors. A few early wickets. The run rate wasn't looking too good, but now this partnership. Arun on 10, Govind on 20. This partnership has really helped them a lot. That one driven to the fielder, chance of a run out. Ooh, direct hit could have been really close. And there is the man backing up there. For the spinner. The spinners here, it could really get hard because we can see that the ball is wet. There is that rain, that dew as well starts to play a role. Ooh, that one just defended back. But keeping the ball dry is just so important. Not letting it bounce when it's being thrown from fielder to fielder. Also making sure it's dry before it goes into the bowler's hand. That one though, down leg. Naveed has been bowling really well tonight. 3.5 overs, 17 runs and the wicket. Yes, it's been a low scoring game, but his bowling has been tough to score off of. That one hit, it finds the gap. There is the man out in the deep though. So it'll just be the single to finish off. And Naveed, after 4 overs, 1 for 18, excellent figures. A great spell of his comes to an end. The Virginia Warriors on the other end after 13 overs, 76 for 4. Right arm over the wicket. Now Mohammad Khan coming into the attack. That one just flicks it to the man at deep fine leg for the single. Now with the fielders outside of the circle, there's the deep third man, the deep fine leg, as there always has been this game for the fast bowlers. Otherwise there's the man at deep mid wicket, a long off and a deep covers. So the field's pretty spread out. That one a wide down the leg side. With the ball being wet, we've seen quite the extras. Now it's interesting from the Comets to see 5 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. That one going for the quick single. Throw at the bowler's end. Direct hit will get him. Oh, he was gone. Gone by a long, long way. Miscommunication between the two batsmen. And a run out would be the last thing they'd want. Both of them at the same end. No one at the stumps at the bowler's end though. Someone has got to be there. If the bowler's trying to attack the ball, then it's got to be either the man at covers or the one at mid-on. Someone's got to get to those stumps. Coming in, Mohammad Khan. That one just to the field. It's fielded well in the deep. Kept it to just the single. But 5 fielders outside when the Comets that feel their head in this game. It's a low scoring encounter, yet you've got those 5 fielders outside. Surely you've got to bring some of them in. Got to make the opposition feel some pressure. That'll be wide down the leg side. Well taken though by the wicketkeeper. But you'd really want to have some of those fielders in, because currently, while the batsmen, they are going for the big shots of some of the bad deliveries, otherwise they have been taking those singles and twos. Especially to some of the guys out in the deep, with the gaps being so big. Ooh, put down. That was an opportunity there. Off the edge, the keeper. Good diving attempt there. Good effort. Running in that one down the ground. On the bounce to the man. I think he misjudged that one. He took a step in, stayed back there, and then he's just misjudged the bounce of it. Yeah, with those 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, surely some of them have got to be brought in. As that one's another wide. That one is straight down the ground. Chance of a run out. Ooh. Doesn't pick it up cleanly. These are the quick singles. We can see that's what's really need to be stopped by the Comets. And to avoid that, you've got to bring some fielders in. 14 overs up though, 84 for 4 is the score for the Virginia Warriors. This partnership has done really well. Arun on 13, Govind on 25. 6 wickets still in hand. At one stage we were saying 4 wickets already down, now 6 wickets still in hand. Virginia Warriors, I think they could start to accelerate at least an over or two. These two seem to be seeing the ball well. I think they're asking for a change in ball. Yeah, probably because it is a bit wet out there. So it could well be that asking for a new delivery, a new ball. So that's why just the hold up in play. Just the hold up there as they get another delivery, another ball. Need a used one now since we are 14 overs in. The lights we can see for the past few overs taking full effect now. Spin. Ooh, the keeper misses it. And they'll take a single. Ooh. There's a chance of a run out. And it'll be called byes. And that's Wahab coming back in for his final over. So for the spinners, it can really be tough to grip the ball. That one in the air. And there's the wicket. Gone. So finally a breakthrough. And it's come off the bowling of Wahab. A spinner getting his first wicket in the game. And it's Arun who'll have to go. As Arun will have to go. That one a soft dismissal. Just trying to guide it. The ball's up in the air and it ends up straight into the hands of third man. So the fifth wicket down. New batsman coming to the crease is Abdul Nisar, who joins Govind. That one, it finds the gap. Won't reach the boundary though. They want the second. Chance of a run out. Ooh. They'll get the two there. That's excellent running between these two. That one cut on the bounce to the man at point. Man at the non-strikers end wanted a single. Did Govind? Turned down by Abdul Nisar. That one straight down the ground. Ooh. And it'll be a dot ball. Another great delivery there. Wahab beating the batsman. And that'll also be the end of his over. A wicket coming off of it, and just the 4 runs that he's conceded. So after 4 overs, Wahab, his figures 1 for 30. He's done really well, especially after his initial 2 overs went for a couple of runs. But after that, he's come back strongly. And the Virginia Warriors, they on the other end, after 15 overs, are 88 for 5. So now they really do need to start accelerating here. Short ball on a couple of bounces to them, and on a couple of bounces to the man at third man. Once again, the field is in the deep. Of course, for the fast bowler, just remaining the same. That one hit down the ground, cut off well at covers. It'll just be the single. Bring in now, that one short just helps it on his way. And they want the 2. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. Abdul Nisar will be quite comfortably getting to the striker's end. Well, the throw came in. That one hit down the ground on the bounce to the man at mid-off. Ooh, is that out there? I've hit the stumps. Not out though, says the umpire. That one hit out to the man in the deep. It'll beat him though. That'll be a boundary. So a boundary there. After quite some time, or a 6 actually, he's cleared it. An excellent shot there. Ooh, that one a good Yorker. He's come back well. Chance of a run out. Ooh. Direct hit would have been close. And that'll be the end of the over as well. After 16 overs, Virginia Warriors 92 for 5. Mohammad Behrouz Khan also bowls out 4 overs for 24. He has also done well. Though he has been wicketless, he's bowled really well, economical. Now Pronto coming back in for his 3rd over. 1 for 12 in his first 2. That one up in the air. Ooh, on the bounce to the fielder, deep point. And that's good running as well as they get the 2. So good cricket all round. Almost the 2nd wicket for Pronto Ahmed. Now these remaining last 4 will be Pronto Ahmed and Abdullah Ghazi to bowl them. Both have 2 each. Pronto Ahmed now running back in. That one up in the air. And there is a man out there. Won't matter though, because that one has gone over the ropes on the bounce. It'll be a boundary. Abdul Nisar went a long way up in the air. And these two now, as we're in the final 4 overs with the full license to hit. Steps down the track a bit. It'll just be the single on that occasion, trying to clear the boundary again. And that'll get Govind on strike. That's bowled really well. Keeps it inside the wide line. No, it's a 5-4 field with 5 fielders on the offside, 4 on the leg side. Out of the 4 on the leg side, inside the 30-yard circle. There's just the mid-wicket and the mid-on. That one though on the offside is the man out there, deep covers, who has to run quite the ground, but he'll get there in the end. And that'll also be the end of Branto's over after 3 overs. 1 for 21. That over going for 9 runs. And after 17, with 3 overs left in the game, Virginia Warriors 101 for 5. What a recovery it's been for them. Govind on 29, Abdul Nisar on 11. Around before this, he also did well. That one hit down the ground. There are the 2 fielders out in the deep. They want the second. And chance of a run out. Ooh. I think he's got him. Yes, he has. So there's the wicket. And that's the 6th wicket down now. And it results in a run out. The Virginia Warriors trying to get that extra run. It's ended with the wicket of Abdul Nisar. Abdullah Ghazi edges there on that one. Heard a noise and he's gone. There we go, a wicket first ball. Gautam has to go for a golden duck. Abdullah Ghazi has started this over off really well. The first one, of course, a run out, but now on that occasion, another wicket. Gautam just trying to cut that away. It was a bit short, outside off, but he's got that edge that we have seen, this extra bounce, and I think that dismissal is really a perfect synopsis of that extra bounce. Trying to cut it, the ball just getting that outer edge of the bat and straight to the keeper. So Virginia Warriors, they've lost their 7th wicket now, with the new batsman being Madhu coming to the crease. Abdullah Ghazi's bowled really well today. Just given the 6 runs in the 2.2 overs he's bowled. Once again, another good delivery there. A bit of bounce on that one. outside edge, the third man, and it'll be just a single. Now the right-handed batsman on strike, because Madhu of course is a left-hander, but it's Govind right now with that single who's come on strike. And I think a lot now, as far as the Virginia Warriors are concerned, depends on Govind. If they can cross that 125 mark, just about 20 runs away, then it's Govind who will have to get them there. On that occasion, he just takes a single. But really, crossing that 120, 125 mark, it's going to have to be Govind doing a lot of the big hitting there to get them to that point. A left-handed batsman on strike, so once again that righty-lefty combination. That time outside off, is that a wide? Yes, it is. Ghazi doesn't bowl too many extras. A rare one from him. Now he's coming around the wicket and even more wider. That was almost off the pitch from Ghazi. From over the wicket, he was bowling it wide outside for the left-handed batsman. This time, I think now trying to change the angles up, coming around the wicket, and it's even more wide. He'll stick to that angle though. Angling it back into the lefty. And that'll be another wide. So 3 straight wides. Abdullah Ghazi. This is very rare to see from a player like him. An outside edge on that occasion, and it'll go to the fielder. That'll just be the single, so that'll bring Govind back on strike for the final delivery of this over. And some changes in the field, of course, for the right-handed batsman now. This time straight to the fielder there. It'll be the single though, so Govind keeps the strike for the next over. And now as we move into the final 2 overs. After 18 overs though, Virginia Warriors 108 for 7. So now moving into the final 2 overs, the Virginia Warriors, they'd want to get at least 15 from them. And I think with Govind still out there, that should be very possible for them. For the Comets though, they have got to take out Govind as quickly as they can, because he's really the danger man now as far as the Virginia Warriors are concerned.
Turn off the lights, please. Thank you.
Well, that one in the air. Won't find the distance though. There's the man out in the deep. They want the 2. No, turn back. Govind, he wanted the 2. He wanted strike. Doesn't get it in the end though. Now for Madhu, I think here, he's got to try and get Govind back on strike. Because we're into the final 11 deliveries of this game. Oh, that one's gone in the air. Ooh, just short. But the single has been taken. So Govind back on strike 31 of 43 Govins on. And he has really been the star batsman in this Virginia Warriors innings, in a low scoring innings. Opening the batting, he's batting right through it. Won a good Yorker there, steered out to the man at third man. That'll be the single. Nine deliveries left now. Virginia Warriors 111 they've already got. Pronto coming in. Oh, an excellent delivery. Keeper just fumbles it. The batsman not able to get the single. And in this situation, you've got 5 guys out in the deep. 3 on the offside, 2 on the leg side. I think they could really be brought in here. Yes, it's the death overs, but out of these 2 batsmen, you'd want Govind to stay off strike. And to do that, you want to limit that single. That one on the offside is the man out in the deep. And it'll just be the single. So in order to really stop that single, I feel, and keep Madhu on strike, keep Govind at the non-striker's end, the Comets, they could really bring their field in here. Now, of course, to Govind, you'd want more guys out at the boundary, because he is that big hitter. He can hit the ball a long, long way back, and if he's in his groove, then it really won't matter where the fielders are. This time trying to go for the big shot. They'll get the single, chance of a run out at the non-striker's end. They want to. They'll get it for the overthrow. Will they? Yes. They get it in the end. That's excellent running from these 2. Match awareness. Seeing that overthrow. And they've gotten that extra run. Pronto, though, ends off what was a really good over from him. And an excellent spell. 1 for 27 in his 4 overs. And after 19, Virginia Warriors 114 for 7. Now coming in to this final over of this Virginia Warriors innings. Abdullah Ghazi now coming in from over the wicket to the lefty. That one in the air, straight to the man. Is it? Oh no, on the bounce. A good effort though. A good effort. There was that man out there, deep third man. Almost carries to him. Almost. A good effort he made in the end though. For the Virginia Warriors, it's Govind back on strike with 5 balls remaining. 115 Virginia Warriors have. Can they get to that 125 mark? 10 runs, 5 balls. Can they get it? Oh, that one in the air and straight to the man. There we go. The danger man, Govind, is gone. And there's the wicket that the Comets would have really wanted. Surely that stopped quite a few runs here. So Govind gone for 34. He's played really well in what seems to be a low scoring game. A young batsman, someone definitely to watch out for in the future. Both the batsmen did cross, so it'll be Madhu on strike. Here we go. Ghazi running in, a swing and a miss. Another good delivery there. 3 balls remaining now. The first 3 deliveries, a wicket and a run. Ghazi's done so well today. Bowling the tough overs here at the death. Oh, that one, a big shot there. Won't go the distance. Is the man out in the deep? They want the 2. And they'll get it quite comfortably in the end. That's good running from the Virginia Warriors. So 118 with 3 balls left. That one a wide. 119 now with 3 balls left. They can still get to that 125 run mark. 6 runs now and 3 balls to get to that 125 score. Ghazi coming in. Oh, that one a big shot. It's gone over the infield. Won't reach the boundary though. And the batsman will come back for another comfortable 2. Abdullah Ghazi now just wants a couple of changes in the field. The man at deep point, he's brought in to the 30-yard circle. A swing and a miss there outside off. This is excellent bowling under pressure, Abdullah Ghazi. So final ball of the innings now. Ghazi running in. And he's connected on that one. They've run the first one hard. They want the second. And they've got him in the end. Had to go for that run. It was the last ball, Virginia Warriors. And a run out off the last ball. Warriors though end on 122. A below par score here, but very defendable because it is tough batting conditions. They would have wanted a couple more runs, maybe about 5-10 short, but I think if they bowl well, they field well, this could be very hard to chase for the Comets. Abdullah Ghazi, he's bowled well. 4 overs, 3 wickets and just 19 runs he has conceded. So the Virginia Warriors, 122 for 9 they've made. And it should be a good second half here as the Comets try to chase this down in their 20 overs. Welcome back to the second innings where we've got Sean opening the attack. A good ball. First up, the openers Wahab on strike and Ehsan at the non-strikers end. Good to see the Virginia Warriors giving Sean the first over here, giving him that responsibility. That one, that'll be a single there. That's good running. Oh, that's an overthrow. And they'll get another run off of it as well. They're going for another. 3 runs there for what should have been a quick single. Fielding not really looking too good for the Virginia Warriors right from the get-go. And this, of course, being a right-left combination from the Comets. Sean running in. There's San on strike. That one a short ball. Is the man out in the deep? And that'll be 4 runs. A good try there from that fielder at deep mid-wicket. But he couldn't save the boundary. So the first boundary coming off the bat of Ehsan was also off the mark with that shot. Now this, of course, being the power play, just the 2 fielders allowed in the deep, which is a deep mid-wicket and a deep fine leg. Oh, a swing and a miss there. Once again trying to replicate a very similar shot as Ehsan. Beaten on that occasion though. Oh, this time another one short, and this time on the other side of that field at deep mid-wicket. And it'll be 6 runs on that occasion. So Ehsan getting good hold of that one as it sails the distance. So already 13 runs coming from this over. 1 delivery still to go. What's Sean gonna do here? He pulls out there. Pulls out, not getting his run up quite right. Here we go, Sean for the final ball of this over. This time a swing and a miss, full up from Sean, much better. And that'll be the end of the first over, 13 for no loss. The Comets. Omer, the new bowler. be Wahab on strike. So Omer coming in, right arm over the wicket. Gets a bit of bat on that one, does Wahab. And they want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. That's good running. It's something we've seen from this Comet side, even from the first over. Their running has been really good, getting every single run that they possibly can. This time a wide down the leg side. Wahab once again trying to connect on that one, trying to just get a bit of bat to guide it through past the fine leg boundary. Doesn't do so on that occasion. Still, they'll get the run and still have that extra ball. Omer coming in. This time once again on the pads. Just play it away and they'll get another 2 there. This has been excellent running from the Comets. They're getting every single run they possibly can and every single run they can't. That's how good their running's been. They're running in, oh, big shot, and that one a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. Wahab on that occasion on the pads, and he just flicks it over, effortless, and it'll go for the boundary. So 22 runs already, and already we can see 9 runs coming off just the first 3 balls of this over. A swing and a miss there. Oh, they wanted that run, did the Comets. Wahab wanted that run. Ehsan though turns him down. And rightly so. Warriors in need of a wicket here after this quick start. And this one, oh, just over the fielder. Just over the fielder, and it'll go for 4. A good effort jumping in the air. But it's gone right over that man at point, and it'll reach the boundary as well. So 27 runs. The score's gone up to 14 runs already off the first 4 balls of this over by Omer. Has been a bit expensive, and that'll just be a single. That's well run, just playing it to that man at mid wicket. And it'll be the righty on strike now, so there's just the changes in field. The guys out in the deep are a deep mid wicket and a deep third man, the 2 outside in the power play. That one just defended, but they'll get the single nonetheless. Of course they will. That's how good the running has been. And after 2 overs, the Comets 29 for no loss. They've gotten off to quite the brisk start. So 94 needed from 18 overs. 5.22 runs an over. Comets, though, it seems, wants to finish this game off much quicker than that. Now the field is in the deep. You've got a long on and a deep mid wicket as Sean comes in for a second over. That's an appeal there. Beats the batsman. Those are the two fielders though that Sean's got out in the deep for protection. So bowling there on the stump, so that fourth stump line as that delivery was on. Bowling right to the plan. That one though, way outside off, it'll just be the single. Now for the lefty on strike, you've got a deep covers and a deep mid wicket, or more of a deep square leg really. And Sean's moving that field, that deep square leg, to more of a deep mid wicketish position. Yep, to deep mid wicket now. To the lefty. Ooh, that one short, wide outside off, just played. And they'll sneak another single. Will the Comets? This has been excellent batting from them. They've got the boundaries, the maximums, and the running between the wickets has been amazing here. From this 2.5 overs that we've seen, it is a big ground, so you do really need to get those runs by running between the wickets, and that's what they've done. But there, the wicket, Sean strikes, and that's the first wicket down. Off stump is it, and that is just excellent bowling. Hassan gone, and the Virginia Warriors, they've gotten an early wicket. 31 for 1 now, the Comets. Sean has struck. It's been a really good over from Sean till now. 2 runs, and now that wicket of Hassan. I'm good, how are you?
It's your daddy.
Right, Rossi, the new batsman, coming to the crease for the Comets. They've got a brisk start out of the Comets, but we'll have to see how that wicket affects them. Sean running in, another good delivery. A dot ball. He's bowled really well this over. Running in, 2 balls left in the over. Ooh, that one short. Just coming back in a bit as well. And that'll be the end of the over as well. A wicket coming off of it and just the 2 runs. Sean's done really well there. So 32 for 1 after 3 overs. The Comets still going above 10 and over, even though they've lost that 1 wicket. Coming into Wahab, that's a big hit. Has it gone the distance? I don't think it has. There's the wicket. That's an excellent catch out in the deep. And the other opener's gone in quick time as well. They say 1 brings 2. And Comets, they've lost both their openers in quick succession. Omer this time getting that wicket. Oh no, that's actually Rossi who's gotten out. The new batsman who just come to the crease. Wahab is still there. But an excellent catch though. Out in the deep. Under lights. That ball did go a long way up in the air. But he's done really well. Has that fielder out in the deep. It's Manish with the catch. Dismissing Rossi. And now the new batsman Shoaib coming in for the Comets, joining Wahab out in the middle. And the Virginia Warriors, they're fighting back after what were 2 big overs with quite a lot of runs scored for them. But they are fighting back. First that over from Sean, now this wicket from Omer. And that one, a wide on that occasion. And they'll get the single there. So Wahab taking that single. Bringing the new batsman Shoaib on strike for his first delivery. Another 89 runs needed, still 16 and a half overs remaining. So the run rate shouldn't be a problem. Though we have seen that scoring runs are a bit tough here. That one just nudged through the leg side for the single and getting Shoaib off strike. But I think with those first 2 overs, you've got a lot of the runs. So that pressure to score runs, even though this is a low scoring game, that pressure still to score runs has kind of settled down, and that'll really allow these two to just rotate strike. Shoaib especially to settle in. He doesn't have to play the big shot. That one just pulling out there. And does Wahab. And that'll just be the single. This time a full toss, a couple of bounces, it's running away to the boundary and it gets there. So the first boundary for Shoaib. And it's a bit of a sweep through the leg side. There was that man out in the deep, but he couldn't get there. That one just guided the third man. And they'll take the quick single, running once again. So great from the Comets. Rarely have we seen a dot ball, as that's the end of the fourth over. Comets 41 for 2. They've lost the 2 wickets but still going at over 10 and over. So maintaining that run rate. And they require another 82 from 16 overs, 8 wickets in hand. It's Sean for his third. Oh, that's a top edge. And it's going to run away for 4. There's the boundary there. Unlucky, you could call the fielding side. But it is a boundary nonetheless. And now they've positioned the fielder there. Sean going for the short ball. Was the man out in the deep mid wicket. But once again, that extra bounce on exhibition. As the batsman got the top edge, but now they've got a deep fine leg. On that one, Fuller, they want the run and they'll get it. But he picked that up cleanly. There may have been a chance. So Sean getting his third over on the trot here. His last one was really good. And this one's gone for 5 in the first 2 deliveries. And with the lefty on strike, a bit of a change in the field. There's still the deep mid wicket and a deep covers as well. Now Sean comes into bowl. That one short, it's running away to the boundary. And there's quite the chase. He'll stop it eventually. As the batsmen, they'll get back for 2. Wahab is playing really well. 21 from 11. Shoaib even at the other end. 11 runs from 5 balls. So both playing at a good rate here, a quick rate. Sean just pulling out there of his run up. Here we go now. Oh, that one much fuller, and it's found the gap, and that'll be another boundary. So the second boundary off the over, this time off the bat of Wahab, just flicks it, and he's found what was a really small gap. This time Fuller once again. And they've got the single. They want the second. Chance at the bowler's end. No, they'll get the two comfortably. Once again, we speak about that running, pushing themselves to their limits. And that's really great to see from this Comet side. Time just guided there, short third man, and they'll get the single. So after 5 overs, the Comets 55 for 2 as Sean finishes his third, 1 for 30 in those 3 overs. But Comets 55 for 2 in 5 overs, still another 68 they need from 15 overs. So on cruise control are this Comet side. And if we compare this with the first innings, the Virginia Warriors innings, it seems that they're just batting on a different pitch, because the Comets, the ease that they seem to be scoring runs with at this time, it's just really great to see. Running in again, that just guided the third man for the single. That one just to the man for a dot ball there. And that one just defended, so it's been a pretty good over from Gotham till now. Just the one run coming off of it. And again, that one, it's found the gap. And they want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. So just 3 runs from 4 balls. Gautam has conceded. He's been doing really well. That one short. And they've got the single. They want the second. No, they won't get it. They won't get it. Just the single. But it's been a really good over from Gautam, especially after that quick start. To really restrict the batsman. And that'll just be the single to close out the over. So just 5 runs coming from Gautam's first over, a great one. As after 6 overs, the Comets find themselves at 60 for 2. And the first time we see some spin in this innings, as Madhu comes into the attack to the left-handed Wahab. And that one, a bit of an edge on it. It'll be a dot ball. So 63 runs still needed to win. They're almost halfway there to their target. And Comets, they really seem to be doing well at this stage. And that one, they'll get the single, rotating strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking. And that's just so important, because Comets, for them, it's less than run a ball, less, about 4.5 and over. And so just keeping that scoreboard ticking, that's the main thing for them, not having too many dot balls in succession, and that's what they've really done well. That'll be straight to the field a little bit. For the Comets, I feel those first 2 overs, they really took so much pressure off of them. And that quick start that the openers provided, that's really just allowed them to rotate strike just like that there. And not have to worry about those big hits, even though this is a low scoring game. Oh, there's a big shot there. There is a man out in the deep to keep it down to just a single. And backed up well on that occasion from the Virginia Warriors. In the first over, we saw a delivery where the backup wasn't really too great. But I think Virginia Warriors have really done well on their fielding now. Much improved since the start of the innings. And just as I say that, there's a misfield allowing the single. Almost commentator's curse, you could call it, but a misfield there. Should have been stopped, should have been a dot ball.
मैंने कहा चले आपसे ज़रा हाजिरी लगाएं, देख लेते हैं। हाँ, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। इंशाल्लाह मिलते हैं, मैच में आएंगे ना। Right. Absolutely no problem.
Right, so the end of 7 overs, the score is at 64 for 2, with 4 runs coming from that last over. And now Gautam continuing. That'll just be the single. And joining me here is Faisal, who is the captain of the Comet side and not playing today, but otherwise he would be the captain. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I've just had a little niggle. That's why I decided to set out this game. But these guys are doing really well, seems like.
Yeah, they are doing well, and hopefully we see you here next game as well.
I'm really anxious and looking forward to it. It's just that I was carrying a little niggle, so I thought that it would be best that if I set out this first one and let the boys do their job. And so far, it's looking like it's pretty much under control.
Yeah, it
Some
is.
really talented players, like Shoaib and Wahab. Both of these are really young and really matured for their age. It's really heartening to see.
Yeah, it really is the youth cricket we can see in this area. That's an excellent delivery there. But yeah, it is really great to see, and yeah.
Well, I want to thank you as well, Honor. You're doing a tremendous job, and you're a tremendous resource for the community in this area, and we really, really appreciate your effort and helping us build this sport in this area, and it's really contributing really well.
No, thank you. I mean, it's been my pleasure being here. As that one has found the gap. It'll just be the 2 though. Now, tell us about the running here, because the running from these Comets batsmen, it's been great. They've been
Yes.
getting those quick runs, converting
Exactly.
singles into 2s, dots
So,
into singles.
We've been playing together for about a little over 10 years now, and that's where we started in this field in 2012, and that's been our thing, that it's we try to stick to the basics when it comes to the chasing the targets, and you respect the bowler, keep the strike rotating, and then if you get any loose deliveries, then take full advantage. That's the motto basically. So if you have your baseline covered and you don't lose too many dot balls, then your game is under control. Because it's just the first game of this season, so sort of kind of slow start. Otherwise, this Virginia Warriors, so that's a very good formative side. So normally you'll see a lot of high scoring games over here as well. It looks like that Wahab, who's filling in as an opener today, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he really is. And before this innings, was there a plan to really attack in the first 2 overs?
Yes, we always
30 runs
go
to
like
see
that. Basically, if you'll see our formation, even if this pair or other pair, we at all times we try to have one impact player on the crease at all times. So you'll see the way we strategize this we'll have one anchor, one batsman playing anchor, and the other batsman playing basically taking the impact role, and that's how it goes. So what that does is that does not build the pressure. You're not slogging. You're just rotating the strike, and you have the ability, if the right ball comes and the right bowler comes, you can take him to the cleaners basically. And that's all. It's a calculated strategy that we do. So if we get any loose balls up front, we take full advantage. And the way the team is lined up, we have batting until number 10. So, and it's unless it's not your day and it's a bad day, it's basically there's enough firepower in the lineup and balance of youth and experience. I must say that we have enough impact players and anchors and the people who can hit if needed, and just play an anchor role if needed as well.
Yeah, and the strategy seems to be working really well right now with the Comets in a good position here at 70 for 2. And I feel really finding that balance between youth and experience, and then also that anchor and hitter more type of role. It's a tougher type of balance to find, I think, but the Comets really, they do seem to be doing well with
Yes,
that.
and it's always trial and error, and at the very core of this sport, the nature of the sport is that it's anybody's game. It's game by chance, like they call it. So no matter if you do all the things right, it could still go wrong. Because, I mean, there's no guarantee at the end of the day, but we try our best. And that's what I keep telling my guys. We try to stay humble, keep yourself grounded, and just try or give your best at the field. And you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's part of the game. And but more often than not, we are on the winning side with this strategy. So far, it's working.
Yeah, and it's great to see. And in T20 cricket, really, it just takes one great moment, one great over, and the game completely just turns around. The tables just turn. and it's really a quick moving game. Is
Absolutely.
T20 cricket.
But at the same time, you can very easily get distracted and start swinging the bat and lose the plot. That's where your anchorage part comes in, that there has to be some sanity in the game as well, that if needed, you can't just slog your way out of the trouble.
Yeah, and that balance really between which deliveries you wanted, which you don't wanted, depending on the situation.
Exactly. And we are so blessed to have this facility over here where you can see that you get batsmen and bowlers get equally fairly rewarded. You can roll the ball, you can play ground shots, and the ball travels, and the batsman or bowler also, I mean, they get support from the wicket, because as you can see that it's a pretty bouncy track. So it takes some getting used to as far as your performance is concerned, be bat or ball, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty competitive place to perform.
Yeah, and this game's really shown that. In the first innings, we saw that the bowlers got quite the assistance. In this innings, we can see that the batsmen are really doing well and dominating here in the second half.
So overall, it's such, the environment is such that we're, like I said, that we are blessed to have such facility here in the center of the town, where we can play in the evenings, and it's just top class infrastructure.
Yeah, it really is. And then you've got the lights as well,
Yes.
allowing you to play in those evenings. So that's great to see, a bit unorthodox on that occasion, and that'll be a boundary.
So this is exactly what my point was. He's been playing anchor road so far, but he saw a loose ball and he went after it. And just respecting the good balls and taking care of the bad balls. That's the recipe, basically. That's our game plan. And you don't need to try to hit all the balls out of the park. I mean, you can still have boundaries, so if you're playing proper cricket.
Yeah, and then the Comets, they've done pretty well with that in this innings. Really keeping the scoreboard, getting those singles and twos, and then also those boundaries when the bowler bowls a loose ball.
You had some good competitions over here so far. One of the biggest tournaments we had over here that we did in collaboration with WCL. There were 12 top teams participated back in 2020, and there was a really good competition. Some international players were also playing there, and thank God we ended up winning that tournament. But it was a very, very tough competition. So yeah, it was quite a show.
Yeah, and then the competitiveness in cricket, it's really seeming to grow in the US.
Absolutely.
As we see more players, more teams, more leagues, more chances for players to prove themselves.
In the last 2 decades, we've seen tremendous growth in the sport and talent. And it's just amazing that how the quality of cricket is improving, especially in this area, in the DMV area. There's so much talent here. They just need a platform to perform. And this is what we feel proud of, that this platform, this infrastructure, this league, DCL, this provides them platform to perform at this level.
Yeah, and then when you've got all of those, really, it's great to see, because then after this platform, you've got more leagues, right? Like, for example, you talked about that collaboration in 2020.
Yes.
And then we see more leagues like that form here, and then that's another chance. You go even a level higher where you're facing players at the international level from across the country.
Absolutely. And just imagine playing on this bouncy track that seems and the ball moves as well and bounces. You're playing international bowlers over here, so it gets pretty challenging. So you have to bring your A game to survive in that environment. So, and that's a real challenge, and that's really good.
Yeah, it really is, judging the conditions.
Because as a batsman, when especially it gets very tricky when you're chasing low targets, you can very easily get carried away and excited and I mean try to hit yourself out of the game, but then it could very easily turn against yourself as well.
And here I think Comets, they've played pretty sensibly this innings.
Yes.
And keeping the scoreboard thing, because the run rate really isn't a problem.
Yes.
You need less than 4 runs and over, so it's just mainly the wickets and not to lose that. Just
Exactly,
keep the
and we
scoreboard ticking.
call it cautious aggression. Actually, you can basically attack, but I mean calculated is you have aggression. Actually, you just don't throw your bat on everything and just finish the game. And if you play proper cricket, just basics, follow the basics, keep it simple, then you have better control over the games. And that's what our motto is. But I can tell you that this is just first game, and this Virginia Warriors are a very, very strong side. And we've had some really nice bouts before, and I'm looking forward to some really tough games ahead, because this is the first of the 7-game series, and there's a lot of cricket coming in this field this season. So I'd say stay tuned. Folks are at work, and our management team is working really hard to provide some really top-level cricket. So yeah, we're really excited about that.
Yeah, and then the Virginia Warriors really not their day today, but they have in the past been such a good side.
Absolutely.
They've really proved themselves on multiple occasions.
Yes, and under the leadership of Siva, I mean, they've done really good. So, yeah, so it's just that, and cricket is anybody's game. I mean, it could have been very easily Comets struggling in this game. You just never know. So, yeah.
It could really have been that one. Just a bit short, and it's been put away through that square leg region. So once again, I think you also said about those looser deliveries, which are
Yes.
then being put away.
You see, and if you notice that both of these guys, they're not hitting in the air. So because the outfield is so good, the batsman gets rewarded. It's not like your usual fields where your ground hitting is irrelevant because ball doesn't travel. The outfield quality is really poor. Over here, if you middle the ball, it travels, and the boundaries are not small. So no need to take unnecessary risk. Just play your basic cricket and finish the game. And at the end of the day, you just cross the line like that.
Yeah, and that's really what the Comets seem to be doing, just not giving the Virginia Warriors any opportunity to kind of sneak back into this.
I'm really pleased with the performance the way they've been performing so far. I hope that they carry on this for the rest of the season.
An appeal there given not out by the umpire. Now, after this game, still 6 more games left in this series.
And this series, yes, and there's a lot of other events planned already. There's a T10 event coming up, and there are other series are coming up, and there's another T20 tournament coming up over here. So it's going to be an action-packed season, very busy cricketing season.
It really should be, as that one is running away towards the boundary. That'll be another 4 for Shoaib. Now, it's been a great game for the Comets. Anything you feel you'd like to improve on? At least
Well,
from this game?
yes, I saw in the first inning the bowlers, because especially they've been playing after a while in the evening, so they were a little bit wayward. So we give them discount for being away from this field for a while. So we expect that's one thing that we need to go back to the drawing board and take into account that to reduce the number of extras given. Because when we are bowling, we are very, very adamant about this, that it's important for us to finish our overs in time and not to bowl any extras. As good as the bowlers bowled, but still I think that's one thing we can improve on to control our extras, because it's a different environment than the day. It's dew in the night and it's moisture is in the air, the ball's moving. Sometimes bowlers have difficulty controlling the ball, but once they get the hang of it, they manage. So that's what I'm hoping, that's one thing that we can build on going forward, and you'll get to see a lot more. It's still already very competitive cricket, but a better performance from us next time around.
And I think today, even with the rain, the ball might have been a bit
Yes.
hard to grip, especially for the spinners.
Exactly, it was a little hard to grip. It was a little wet, so that's why we're giving them the benefit of doubt. So again, like you said, that what could be improved. That's one thing that as the Comets captain, I would like to see that we pay attention to that and try to reduce the number of extras.
And well, thank you for joining us today, Faisal. It was great having you here.
It's been a pleasure working with you, and welcome to DCL.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been great.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. So here's something unorthodox once again, and another boundary. This time off the bat of Wahab. He's been looking really good on 45 from 30 balls. Shoaib on the other end at 36 from 27 balls. And both of them just on cruise control here. Just cruising through to that target. This time gives that one some flight. Just played for the single. So that'll bring Shoaib on strike. 6 runs have already come off 3 balls in this over from Hema. This time opening up, there is that man in the deep, so it'll just be the single. Just 22 more runs needed now, 8.5 overs left. It's been a great performance by the Comets. Wahab though on 46 on strike, 1 hit away from 50. And that one just left alone there. Which leaves 1 ball in this over. It's gone for 7 runs, not a bad over. Can he finish it off well though? That one just guided through. They want the second. They're gonna get it eventually in the end. Quite comfortably. And so the end of 12 overs. The Comets 103 for 2. Just 20 more runs needed now from the 8 overs that remain. And deep square leg is now brought into a square leg, so brought in into the 30-yard circle. Shoaib on strike. He'll take the single there. Won't get the 2. It's Manish who's been brought into the attack. And that single now brings Wahab on strike, who's batting on 48 from 33 deliveries. Can he get to his 50 here? The man's sent back. The field's spread out a bit more for Wahab here. And that's unorthodox there. And that's running away to the boundary. They're still going to go for the 2. And they'll get it quite comfortably in the end. So that's 50 for Wahab. It's been an excellent innings from him. Oh, they're going to get another overthrow here. Talk about match awareness. And these two have done so well with that. But that's 50 there for Wahab. 51 from 34 deliveries. He's done so well in this game as a low-scoring game. But he has batted exceptionally well. Shoaib at the other end on 38. Now on strike. Ooh, down the leg side. That'll be called wide by the umpire. 3 runs. As the Comets now just 15 away from victory in this first of 7 games. Well, big shot tried there. Keeper misses it. Batsman misses it. And it's running away. That'll be 4 runs. So a boundary there. Bringing the score to 112. Now, everyone missed that one. The batsman, the stumps, the wicket keeper. And it's gone straight to the boundary. Oh, that one as well. This time, down the leg side. They're gonna come back for the second of the batsman. And he had gotten a bit of bat on that one. So that'll be the end of the over. And after 13, the Comets 116 for 2. Just 7 more runs needed to win now, and they've got 7 overs to do it. Running in, a swing and a miss there. Comer brought back into the attack. That one stayed fine. It'll just be the single though. I think that's brought the equation down to now 8 runs from 6.5 overs. Just a matter of time now. And that one has beat the fielder. They want the second. and they'll get it quite comfortably in the end. So now just 1 hit away are the Comets. Shoaib on strike. And that's fielded well off his own bowling, did Omer there. Not a matter of if, a matter of when. Now for the Comets, just 6 more runs needed. This time he's got it away to the boundary, so that'll be 4. 2 more runs needed now. Just 2 more runs needed. 121 they've gotten to. Shoaib on 46, so he could well get 50 with this. Ooh, an excellent delivery there from Omer. Somehow that's missed the stumps. Shoaib on 46. Wahab, though, he's the one on strike and he's on 52. Which is 2 runs needed to win from 6 overs. This game should just close out now. In this over, the Comets have done really well today. And now it's Madhu into the attack. His first 2 overs went for 9. Oh, chance of a run out at the bowler's end. Oh, there's the wicket. They wanted to take the single to get Shoaib on strike, but miscommunication there between the 2 batsmen. And there's the wicket. It's come too late though. Just 2 more runs needed. Wahab and Shoaib not able to finish this game off together. So Shoaib on strike with 2 runs needed to win. And he's got that away. No, he hasn't. It'll just be the single, so now just 1 run needed to win. Jamil on strike. Four balls left in this over. That one just guided to the fielder. A dot ball. Scores are level though, 122. The Comets. Another dot ball. I think they're just going to defend these ones out and try to get Shoaib to his 50. That one just defended out. 1 ball left in the over. A run and a wicket coming off this over from Madhu. 1 ball left. And that one also just fended off. So the end of the over. And now with just 1 run needed, 5 overs left, Shoaib on strike. And he's on 47 from 38 deliveries. He'll be on strike now. He needs a boundary to get to his 50. It's just the 1 run needed to win. Can he get his 50 here? Can Shoaib get to 50? Here we go. I've got the winning captain of the Comets, Ihsan, alongside me here. Ihsan, great job with the win and congratulations today.
Thank you very much.
Now, with today's game, you guys of course lost the toss and had to bowl first. Did you want to bowl first originally?
Well, it was just a very tough decision because we didn't know if it was going to rain or not. Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to win the toss because I didn't want to decide what I want to do. But since we got balling first, I just wanted to contain them to a low total that we can probably chase. And these two guys did a very good job. And I think we just wanted to contain them as low as possible.
Then you guys did that really well, you know, just above 6 and over. So well done with that. With the bat, you guys really ran some quick singles, really turning dots into singles, singles into twos. Tell us about that.
Well, this is our home field. We've been playing here for almost a decade now, so we know how everything works. And plus, the boundaries are like 10 yards longer as well too. So if the fielder is just sitting there not doing much, we can turn singles into doubles. And the guys did very good. These quick legs, youngsters in the team, they're very good. But we just wanted to, take advantage of that.
Yeah, and well done today, really. One thing you'd like to really improve on heading into the next games?
Well, something we just want to improve on, just try to, just work on fielding a little bit more and then control the extras, because I think we balled a lot of whites. I think we could have contained them to something less than 100 if we didn't ball all those extras. So most likely the bowlers just need to work on working on controlling their extras. So,
well, yeah, well done and thank you. Alongside me here are Wahab and Shoaib. Both of them played really well here in the second innings. Guys, tell me about your partnership here. I mean, you lost 2 wickets in quick succession, and then building that partnership. Tells me.
I'll go first. I think the key was, as you guys were discussing earlier, was just turning the dots into ones and then just wait for the bad ball. The outfield is really nice here, so the ball was traveling. So I think we just had the communication was good, like, hey, just keep going, keep pushing. And then we turned some ones into twos. That helped us obviously create a pressure on them, and they had to give us a bad ball for us to take our risk. So I think it was just calculated risk overall, because we knew the target was pretty low that we can chase it down.
I mean, Wahab pretty much got everything there. We were just looking to run ones and twos, put away the bad balls. Simple as that.
You guys did really well with that. Now, Rob, especially for you, when you opened the batting, we saw that quick start really. So was that something that you guys planned, that you wanted to get a quick start so that you could then play out really the rest of the innings and not have to take too many risks?
I think you want to take that advantage in the power play, and Ehsan is one of our best hitters in the team, so he has the capability of hitting it. So when we walked in, I was like, hey, I'll give you the strike and you take care of it. And obviously if I get the bat ball, I'll take care of that as well. But I think he got us to a flyer. I think we were 2 overs, 25 or something. Then we lost 2 quick wickets, so me and Shoaib were like, okay, let's rebuild and then go from there.
Yeah, and well done on that. Shoaib, yourself, with that last shot being on 48 with just a 1 run remaining. Tell us about that. What were you thinking there?
Yeah, honestly, I would have rather finished the game earlier, so I didn't really care about the personal milestone much. I just wanted to get over the line. If I was not out, that's all I wanted to be.
Yeah, and well done with that.